This is just pure fucking hate. That's all this is. Pure hate. Rape, rape, rapity, rape, 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 rape. And that reminds me of the time where I put a photo of myself on Facebook, just wearing Speedos, and I was showing just the top of my knob. It's reading books it's just something that I don't do, and I just think Gable, George Takei.
Now I'm feeling ashamed of my penis.
And so you should.
You know, you should take that down. You look like a spastic. I get called sexist all the time, right? I'm an anti-feminist, and I'm very happy that I'm an anti-feminist. I can't think of anything worse than being a feminist. And I include Nazism in that. My God, you're a fat fucking whore. Get out of my sight.
Did anyone understand a fucking word he just said? Hello there, hello there, hello there, and welcome to episode 9 of The Descent of Man-osphere, the series in which I tell you the good news about our Lord and Saviour, Jesus Christ. Only fucking joking! It's the series in which we take a trip through the world of the manosphere and find out the ways in which they're trying to reverse human evolution and drag us back into the fucking sea. And in this edition we're going to be looking at a guy who's Scottish, but not in a good way. I am of course talking about the whispering douche himself. Yes, it's 6oodfella. Well, technically it's 6oodfella, but the 6 is meant as a G, so it's 6oodfella. Anyway, you get the fucking idea. Now, 6oodfella is one of those fucking arseholes who likes to claim this.
Right, I mean, I'm not a men's rights advocate, right, or activist, right? I don't take labels like that, but...
Even though an MRA is precisely what he fucking is, as I'm sure will become apparent as this episode progresses. I mean, for starters, he fucking hates women.
Bunch of greedy bitches. Greedy fucking bitches. Come. I'll lack a high-powered woman, yawn, yawn, yawn. This week, a new study of 2,000 women aged over 18 by health brand Clean Marine found that period pain is having a major impact on working women's well-being. Boo-hoo. That women in Britain are fucking pathetic. Women moan a lot, right? They always find something to moan about, right? There's always something. If there's nothing to moan about, they will find something, right? Go look through the comments and you'll see what I mean. These women are psychopaths. My God, they're just pathetic. They're just so pathetic, though.
Seriously, he talks about women like they're fucking dirt or something. I mean, if he ever learns to write, I'm sure Paul Elam will give him a job over at A Voice for Men. Now, one of 6oodfella's most interesting videos, and remember, everything's relative, is a Q&A video he did, which was over 3 fucking hours long, in which he played Grand Theft Auto 5. And the answers he gives to his fans are just a stream of bigoted, fucking foul, moronic shite. So it's utterly perfect for this fucking series. Yippee! And as such, I'll be referring back to it periodically throughout this episode. So let's take our first stop off at the GTA Q&A.
I hate when people have immunity like that, you know? Just because they happen to have the right opinion, you know. You know, there's opinions you're allowed to have and there's opinions you're not allowed to have, according to the left. The man in the dress had the right opinion. I also think it's utterly despicable that there was a total of there was 6 people plus the host, 7 people in total in that studio, and not fucking one of them stuck up for Ben. Not one of them had the decency to say, hey, fuck's sake, don't go fucking threatening people, know what I mean? Who the hell do you think you are? Dress or no fucking dress. Call yourself a woman all you want, but don't go around threatening people. Not one of them could do it. Why? Because he has, the immunity shield of being in a fucking dress. See, women are the most privileged demographic, as we know, in the West. Now a man wearing a dress counts as a woman.
Ooh, a cheeky bit of transphobia to kick proceedings off. Interesting choice, you fucking asshole. Now, 6oodfella's channel description is rather telling about him, but possibly not in the way he intended. Quote, I mainly focus on people who claim to be victims, but who are not victims, and wouldn't know what a real victim was if one fell on top of them. Firstly, anyone who ever goes on about being against people who play the victim are usually, and in this case definitely, people who love nothing more than playing the fucking victim themselves.
You're allowed to be racist so long as it's against white people, and you're allowed to be sexist so long as it's against men, and you're allowed to be bigoted, the double whammy, if you attack white men, right? Why should the boys be the one to slave about? That doesn't matter, because men are disposable, men don't matter, men don't exist. It just really bugs me. These women, honestly, they wouldn't give men the sniff of a shit. They really wouldn't. They just don't want us to have anything at all. But we're not allowed to focus on that, because white men are evil, and they're the only demographic that you're openly allowed to hate. Anyway, I'm really disappointed with Scottish politics at the moment, because this is what's getting rammed down our throats right now. It's all about women. All the time. Everything's about women.
And also his bit about and wouldn't know what a real victim was if one fell on top of them. Fell on top of them? Really? That's a little bit rapey, isn't it, really? And trust me, we'll get back to that topic in a bit. Stay tuned for that. And also he says, this is why I talk a lot about feminists, women, blacks, and arseholes who are in favour of political correctness. Yeah, he despises feminists, but arguably he despises women even fucking more. Blacks, I mean, God, he's a racist fucker. And again, we'll get back to that in a moment. And arseholes are in favour of political correctness. Yeah, it's terrible trying to be polite and decent and humane to, you know, fucking human beings, isn't it? You're a fucking prick. But anyway, speaking of his disdain for blacks,
I don't know if you've ever done this, but you ever watch a video and you think, they're talking to me, right? So that's what I thought when I seen this video. 24 questions from black people to white people, right? I thought, they're talking to me. They're actually talking to me. So I thought it'd be the polite thing to do to speak back, right? Now, we'll go through these questions. 24 questions, right? From black people to white people. Because these black people are what you would call absolute racists, right? They are totally racist, right?
I think it's a sign of a pretty significant victory for the progressive movement that assholes like 6oodfella call black people who they disagree with racists now, because in the past they'd have just called them niggers. But they know that shit's not cool anymore, so in a way it's something quite positive, really.
Why do you freak out when black people are cast to play white fictional characters?
That's easy, because they're represented as black. You see, this is a debate I've had with a few people, right? Because I think that when you say, let's make Batman black, right? I think that's wrong, because Batman's not black, right?
But Batman's also not real. You could play him as any fucking colour you like. Now, you might have a point with a real person or historical figure or something, you know. I think it would be wrong to cast a black man to play, I don't know, Theodore Roosevelt or something, right? Or for, say, a white man to be cast as Jesus, because obviously he wouldn't have been white. Oh wait, that happens all the fucking time.
What's not wrong is to get a black person to play Batman if they're whited up, so long as they're playing him as a white person.
Hang on a minute, did you just say that wouldn't be wrong? Really? What?
So don't try to tell me that black women with fat arses, big butts.
I like big butts and I cannot lie. You other brothers can't deny. Now when a girl walks in with an itty bitty waist and a round thing in your face, you get sprung.
Why is it that white crime is seen as an isolated incident, but black crime is a representation of my entire community?
Well, why is it that whenever are you fucking high?
Because I got high, because I got high, because I got high. La da 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 da.
So maybe it's you lot. That's right, I said it. Maybe it's you lot that are making it all part of your community. Because whenever one of your criminals gets shot by the police,
You don't really believe that racism is over because we have a black president, do you?
Gonna wake up. Gonna just have a Red Bull or something. Wake up. Fucking man, you high as a kite, man. Do we think racism is over because of the black president? Now see, what he's done there is, he sees racism as from whites to blacks, and that's the only racism that exists. So, now that we've got a black president, you don't think that means racism is over, does it? Well, no, because there's been plenty of white presidents, and black people are still fucking racist to white people. So no, I don't think that, actually. Oh, black people can't be racist. Power.
Fight the power! Fight the power! We got to fight the powers that be!
Why is your goal to be colorblind?
My goal is not to be colourblind. I don't have that as a goal in life. I just am.
Oh really? You don't see colour? Of course, yeah. Totally.
What's not wrong is to get a black person to play Batman if they're whited up.
Why do you want to say the N-word so badly?
It sounded like she said, why do you only say the N-word so badly? I think what she's saying is, why do you want to say the N-word so badly? Well, I don't, and if I want to say the N-word, you mean nigger? Why do you just say nigger? Fuck this N-word bullshit, what are you, fucking 8 or something, you fucking child? Just say nigger, that's what you mean. But if I want to say nigger, I'll fucking say nigger.
Nigga. I'm 100% nigga. Nigga. I'm 200% nigga.
Fucking hell, I damn well please. But I don't really want to say it or anything like that. But here's a thing, maybe think about this, right? Think about your life, right? Imagine white people said to you, hey, don't say apple. Don't say the word apple, okay? Don't say that. We don't like when you say that. Don't ever say that word apple again.
Tell me, good fella, did your ancestors ever get sold at apple auctions? In recent times, have your people been killed in apple lynchings? Did Huckleberry Finn ever have adventures with Big Apple Jim? No, so clearly they're not the same fucking thing, are they? Nigger isn't some fucking arbitrary word chosen for no fucking reason. There's a historical context there, you prick.
And there's so many different types of people in the world, yet you can't see color?
There he's doing it again. There's so many different types of people in the world and you can't see colour? Who the fuck are you to speak on my behalf? How the fuck do you know what I see and what I don't see? You just keep speaking on my behalf. Fuck you.
Why do you always want to touch our hair?
Bitch, I don't want to touch your hair or you at all. I don't want anything to do with you. I don't go around touching people. It's just not something I do.
But these questions aren't just for you, you stupid bastard. Okay? I've seen it many times where people will go up to a black person and go, ooh, look, they've got fuzzy hair. And that's not fucking cool. And that's the point that's being made here. And you fucking know that, so stop being a disingenuous dickhead.
What privilege do I have over Barack Obama? Just name me one privilege that I have over him.
The country of your birth has never been questioned because of the colour of your skin. They also say that ignorance is bliss, so in that sense you must be significantly happier than him.
Why do you feel like having one black friend makes you a cultural expert or not a racist?
Because if you were white and racist and hated black people, you wouldn't have a black friend.
Look, right, some people will hide their racism behind a black friend. They'll use them as a shield in essence. Also, you can still have a black friend and be racist, as in the instance where Prince Charles had a black friend and called him Sooty as a nickname. Yeah, seriously, that actually fucking happened. Mental.
By that logic, then I'm not racist. I have a ton of white friends.
Trust me, you're totally racist. You really totally are racist.
Are you a proper mental case or something? Well, of course you are. You've got your own episode in this series. But you were literally just arguing that if you had friends of different races, then you couldn't be racist. You were literally just arguing that, you fucking dickhead!
Why is a lion's life in Africa more important than the lives of black people here in America? What did Simba ever do for you?
His name was Cecil, or Cecil. It wasn't Simba. Why does a lion's life in Africa mean more than black lives in America? See, this is the thing. You're getting slightly confused, right? Right. I like jam.
And I hope you like jamming too.
And I like football. But one like of one doesn't affect the like of another. I mean, if jam was to go, how come you like football more than you like jam? I don't. That's not how it works. Two completely different things. Point being, you can care about one issue and you can also care about another issue without them affecting each other at all.
It's interesting that you don't take the same attitude towards the Black Lives Matter movement.
And another thing, just because people don't get behind the Black Lives Matter movement doesn't mean they hate black people. It might mean they see the Black Lives Matter as a racist movement. Black Lives Matter is racist, and maybe it's because they think all lives matter. Did you ever even consider that?
See, your jam and football analogy works perfectly well in this instance as well, right? Just because you say Black Lives Matter does not mean that you don't give a fuck about any other lives, okay? It's just saying, look, I've spotted a specific problem in this area, let's deal with that problem. It doesn't mean that you don't give a fuck about white lives, or Asian lives, or fucking Martian lives.
Trust me, you're totally racist. You really totally are racist. You group all white people in the one group, all black people in the one group. Here's the difference, right, between the blacks and the whites. White people in that community are all going to go, well, I shouldn't have went for the officer's gun then, the fucking lunatic, and he also shouldn't have been robbing that shop. In the black community, however, murals, fucking Al Sharpton turns up, there's riots, everybody's protesting. Because a fucking thug was a fucking thug. So maybe it's you lot. That's right, I said it. Maybe it's you lot.
But even though Goodfella clearly hates the blacks, there was one particular African American he spoke out in support of. Any guesses who?
Hi, thanks for listening. I want to talk about Bill Cosby.
Of course.
About Bill Cosby, the innocent man, because he's not been charged with any crime yet and he's not been found guilty of anything, so he's innocent.
Well, that is true, he is innocent until proven guilty. But I can only assume that your advocacy of the legal principle of innocent until proven guilty will extend to women as well, right?
I know it's selfish, but I can see no way out. Note left by woman 23 who killed herself as she faced trial accused of false rape claim.
Oh, Jesus fucking Christ. We're going there, are we? Really? We're doing this one, are we? On you go, you prick.
Eleanor de Freitas, 23, was utterly devastated when the man she accused of sexual assault launched a private prosecution against her for allegedly lying to police. Terrified at the prospect of intimate details of her personal life being picked over in court, the vulnerable graduate started showing signs of bizarre behaviour. The guy had to take a private prosecution because originally, basically the police and the courts looked at it and went, nah.
Well, she wasn't convicted of anything either, so I can only assume that, just like with Bill Cosby, you'll say that she's innocent, right? Because, you know, if you didn't say that, you'd be a massive hypocritical sack of shit.
West London coroner Chinyer Inyama recorded a verdict of suicide, saying the court hearing was a significant stressor, which she brought on herself. Maybe if she didn't go around lying about being raped. Inquest. Mr Thompson said the CPS clearly had a responsibility to Ms de Freitas under Article 2 of the European Convention on Human Rights, the right to life. Oh, please. He's like, she falsely accuses a man of rape, and all of a sudden it's her life that matters. Fucking piss off, man.
Oh, that's right. You are a massive hypocritical sack of shit, aren't you? I'd forgotten.
It seems to me a fundamental dishonesty and a fundamental treachery to intellectual integrity.
Well said, Bert. Also, people, bear in mind that this woman had just committed suicide. It was only just being reported in the papers, and yet this piece of shit jumped on this story and humped it for all it was fucking worth. He couldn't even give her or her grieving family a basic level of human fucking decency. I mean, Goodfella has a young son, right? I mean, he is a young boy's fucking role model. Can you believe that? I mean, I feel so genuinely fucking sorry for that kid. In the genetic lottery, he got fucked over massively, didn't he? But believe it or not, that shit that Goodfella just fucking said, you remember a second ago when he was ripping apart a woman who just committed suicide? Yeah, that wasn't the worst thing he said about rape. So let's check in with the GTA Q&A to see what fucking horrible shit spews forth from this disgusting pustule of a man.
S Knight 8046 asks, fuck, marry, sexually assault to death, Claudia Boland, Sue Park, or Dick Coughlin? God, right, well, I don't have anything against Dick Coughlin, right? He's never bothered me, so I would marry him, right?
Gay!
I would fuck Claudia Boland, and I would sexually assault to death Sue Park. That might sound harsh, but that was the question. And that's my response to that. She would get it to death. And I would enjoy it.
Oh, for fuck's sake, you are such an awful, terrible fucking human being, aren't you? I wouldn't piss on you if you're on fire. Well, actually I would, but I'd be making sure that I'd be drinking a lot of fucking gasoline beforehand. But believe it or not, the shit that Goodfella just said, do you remember when he was joking about raping a woman to death, right? That still wasn't the worst thing he has said about rape. Because now it's time for... Yes, it's the inevitable bit about rape. Yay. Now, the video in which the upcoming, truly monumentally disgusting clip is taken from is a response from him to a newspaper article by a woman, because of course it's from a woman. His woman hatred knows no fucking bounds, seemingly. Now, in the article, the woman uses examples from her own life of her being sexually harassed on public transport to further illuminate some recent, rather worrying statistics about the number of sexual assaults that have been happening on British trains. And Goodfella bumbles along as he usually does, as you'd expect him to. You know, he picks up on the sort of smallest aspect of it, you know, the smallest example that she uses, and treats that as if that's the totality of harassment and bullshit that women have to deal with on a daily basis, and then goes, oh, you've got nothing to complain about. You know, it's the typical fucking MRA shtick, right? Nothing particularly noteworthy until he says this. Now, just fucking brace yourselves, people, because this is bad. This is really, really fucking bad.
You want something really bad to happen to them regarding this sexual harassment thing, so that they can, not so that it happens to them, so that they can understand. You know, for example, if Daisy Buchanan was viciously raped, right, was actually viciously raped, right, after that experience, when she's sitting on a train and a man asks her what book she's reading, after having the memory of being raped in her mind, she would then know that that's not harassment. Do you know what I'm saying?
Oh, for fuck's sake. Just... You want this woman to get raped. And not just that, but you think it'll help her. You're not even doing rape apology. You've moved into rape advocacy. And not just that, but corrective rape advocacy. Seriously, that is up there with Roosh V in terms of like the worst shit that any of these fuckers that have so far featured as the main sort of character pricks of this series, any of the shit that they have said about rape. That is right up there. That is some of the worst fucking trash. I'm fucking lost for words as to how truly evil and appalling what you just said is. You are scum, Goodfella. Pure scum. Anyways, after all that, I think we're all in need of a bit of light relief. So let's check back in with the GTA Q&A.
Or men would do it, because men seem to like the approval of women, and that gets them the approval, doesn't it? The approval that they're after. Right, I'll go in here, I'll let this cutscene play, because I need to go for a piss. Back in a sec.
I said light relief, not bladder relief, you stupid bastard. It's actually quite funny because he literally, in the middle of that hangout, just says, "Oh, I need a piss," and then disappears for like 5 minutes, and people carry on watching. Like, what the fuck? Mentalness.
What the hell is wrong with you people?
Now, as we previously discussed, Goodfella is a racist fucker who hates black people. But there was one more black man he wanted to defend.
Hi, thanks for listening. I want to talk about the Ray Rice incident.
No, you know what? I'm done. I'm fucking done at this point. It's just... oh, God. Now, that is the first sentence from a video called "What Did Ray Rice Do Wrong?" Seriously, he doesn't think that Ray Rice did anything wrong, him punching his fucking fiancée unconscious. So clearly, even though he fucking despises black people, he doesn't mind the ones that go around drugging and raping women, or punching women unconscious and then dragging their lifeless bodies out of elevators. Yes, what a fucking truly morally bankrupt piece of shit you are, Goodfella. Anyways, let's wrap this up, shall we? Goodfella is a truly despicable human being. He is a bigot on so many fucking levels. He is a transphobe, a homophobe, a fucking racist. He both despises and fears any kind of social progress whatsoever, and wishes to drag society back to the good old days, which seems to be the international mating call of the hate-fueled conservative the world over. But what's even worse, just like all conservatives, he wishes to drag us back to a mythical time that never actually fucking existed anyway. But like so many MRAs, he reserves his most bitter hatred for the women's. He utterly fucking loathes women with a burning passion, and only has any time for women who are prepared to act as facilitators to his male supremacist fantasies and to protect his woefully fragile ego. And we can tell how deeply ingrained his sexism is as we take our last stop at the GTA Q&A, in which he seems to have decided that he even has to be misogynistic against the female fucking characters in the game.
I don't know why throughout this game Franklin must be a real gentleman, because he just doesn't slap a hoe, and he really should be her, man. She's so fucking annoying.
Hey, look, let's make this quick. I got shit to do. Hey, you need to slow it down. Tanisha was right.
You need to stop mouthing off.
It's just because you have a massive keeper, bitch.
Dad! He said I had a massive... Jimmy called me a bitch!
You actually are.
You see, he even has to be fucking sexist towards pixels on a fucking screen because they represent females. That's how much he fucking loathes them. He's such a fucking douche. So, Goodfella, you fucking bigoted piece of shit. Go fuck yourself.
Your feet on the air and your head is on the ground. Try this trick and spin it, yeah. Your head will collapse and there's nothing in it, and you'll ask yourself, where is my mind? Where is my mind? Where is my mind? In the water, see it swimming. Now I was swimming in the Caribbean. Animals were hiding behind the rocks, except a little fish, but they told me he swears trying to talk to me. Where is my mind? Where is my mind? Where is my mind? me out in the water, sea swimming